best way to learn After Effects is by creating real animations like this one. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to make it step by step. Let's open up After Effects. Step 1. Creating our composition. To do that, click this little icon. That will open up the settings window for your new comp. Give it a name, for example, water droplet. Choose the resolution and frame rate, of course. I'll set mine to 30. And then, of course, the length of our composition. 3 seconds will be just fine. When you're done, click on OK. Alright, let's move on to step 2. Creating the background. To do that, quickly go to the toolbar on top and double-click the rectangle tool. Then go to the properties panel on the right. If you don't see it, go to the window menu on top and click on properties. There you go. In here, go to fill color. Let's create a beautiful gradient. To do that, open up the menu in here and choose linear gradient. Then open up the color selector. Go to the first color and set it to white, just like that. Now select the right color and change that color too. I'll pick something light blue, like this. Then click on OK. Now in the composition panel, pull the levers to adjust the gradient however you like. I'll put the blue on top and the white at the bottom. Just play around with these levers until you have a beautiful transition. There you go. Now before you forget, let's rename the shape layer to background. You know, stay organized. Alright, step 3. Creating our water pool. To do that, select the rectangle tool on top and in the composition panel, create a square like this. This should automatically have the same gradient as we just created on our background. All you gotta do is adjust the gradient position by playing with these levers again. Also, I want this blue to be a bit darker, so let's open up the color selector. And in here, select the blue color. And make the blue color appear a little bit darker. Just like that. Step 4. Creating the water droplet. To do that, grab the pen tool in the toolbar and go to the composition panel. Now, making a water droplet is actually very easy. You just draw a triangle like this. Then when you're done, go back to the toolbar and click and hold the pen tool. Then choose the convert vertex tool. If you now click and drag a point on your path, you can smoothen it out and make it curvy. If you hold down Alt and click the top point, you can pull the lever on one side of the point, which allows you to keep the sharp corner on top and still change the edge. Now go back and forth between those until you get the shape of a beautiful droplet. There you go. Now make sure the droplet is placed at the spot where you want the animation to start, somewhere on top. If you want, you can always change the color of your shape. I'll create something like this. Since we're working with blue gradients, I'm gonna give one to the droplet as well. Amazing. Step 5. Creating the animation. Exciting! Alright, now with your layer selected, select the anchor point tool in the toolbar on top and drag this little anchor point to the top of your shape. You'll understand why in a second. Next, go to the timeline and in here, make sure you renamed all your layers. Stay organized. And then expand the transform properties. Move the playhead to the beginning of the clip. Then add a scale keyframe. Grab the playhead and move a little forward in time. Then set another scale keyframe. Now go back to the first keyframe and set the scale to 0. That will create this pop-up animation. Next, I want to show you how to create this drippy animation together with this ripple effect in our pool. But first, I want to show you a plugin that I use every single day, Storyblocks. I use their plugin to download unlimited videos from their 100% human-made stock media library built for creators. Once you found the clip you want, click the download button and boom, it will appear in your project panel. It's built to save you time because you don't even need to leave After Effects anymore. And this, of course, also works in Premiere. The footage is made by real artists. Storyblocks doesn't accept AI-generated assets. They work with actual filmmakers and artists from around the world who create high-quality footage, music, sound effects, and templates. Everything you download is royalty-free, pre-licensed, and ready for personal, commercial, and monetized projects. I've used Storyblocks to grow all my channels, and I'm still using it every day. I'm not just using the video assets, but also the ready-to-use Premiere Pro and After Effects templates. Those templates still save me hours every day. To get access to the human-made stock media library built for creators and of course essential to my workflow, head over to storyblocks.com/After Effects Basics. They're actually offering 15% off any annual plan for a limited time, and that discount is only available through my link down below. Thank you Starblock so much for sponsoring this video. Alright, back to our animation. We're gonna make it all work a bit smoother. To do that, select the second keyframe and hit F9 on your keyboard to ease it. If you want, you can go to the Curves tab on top. In here, make sure the speed graph is enabled. These 2 points are your 2 keyframes. You can pull the lever of the second keyframe to make the animation ease in more aggressively. Alright, now back to the timeline. Grab the playhead and move a little forward in time again. Now decrease the scale just a little bit. Hold down Ctrl and click that keyframe to make it linear again. Alright, we're getting there. Now move the playhead to somewhere around frame 10, right before the drop is at its full size. Then add a position keyframe. Now move the playhead forward in time, line it up with the second scale keyframe, and now adjust the vertical position property until the water drop is all the way at the bottom. Of course, let's give it a more natural animation by easing the first keyframe. We want the shape to fall faster gradually, so we're pulling the lever of the first keyframe like this. Next, we're gonna find the CC Smear effect in the effects browser, then drag it to your water droplet in the timeline. Expand the effects already so we can see the smear effect. We're gonna need this to create the drippy effect. Now in the timeline, make sure the playhead is on the first frame of your animation. Set the radius to around 150 and set the reach to 30. Then add a reach keyframe. Now we're gonna adjust the from and to properties. To do that, go to the composition panel and first drag the from point to the middle of your water droplet. And then drag the to point to a little below the droplet. There you go. Next, move the playhead to the same location as the last scale keyframe. Then change the reach to 0. There you go. And now the water droplet animation is done. Step number 6. Creating a ripple effect in our water pool. To do that, find the ripple effect in the effects browser and drag it to your water pool shape layer. You can actually drag that layer on top of your water droplet. That way the droplet will disappear behind it. Let's open up the effects first. Alright, now move the playhead to the moment where the droplet is gonna touch the water. Then add a radius keyframe and make sure it's set to 0. Now move a few frames forward in time and set the radius to 100. That is great. Next, set the wave speed to 3 and the wave width to around 75. Alright, we're almost done. Now move the playhead forward in time to the moment where the droplet is gone. Set a wave height keyframe and change the value to something in between 70 and 80. Now move a bit forward again and set the wave height to 0. That will make it fade out slowly, and there you go, that's it. Now you know how to create this beautiful animation. If you like videos like this one, let me know down below, and you're probably gonna like this video right here as well. Thank you guys so much for watching.